Well, thank you very much to this presentation. Today, I will be presenting Infinity Gaming Media. My name is Roberto Cánovas. I'm Mexican, and I am the CEO for Infinity Gaming Media, the company building the gaming mediaverse in Latin America. And that's a lot of what we will be talking to you today. Before we begin, just keep in mind that there's a number of forward-looking statements in the presentation, so we always recommend doing your own research, please. Now, before we hit this off, I will kick off with a little video. We are a gaming company, so we pride ourselves on creating a lot of entertaining content. So let's try a little bit as I introduce you to the company. This is Infinity Gaming Media. Brands today are having great difficulty talking to young audiences. They're attractive, they want to be able to moving away from traditional media. Whenever they're asking them, what is it that I can talk to you about? The answer is gaming, esports, music.
The new generations are consuming entertainment in a different way than the previous generations.
Gaming is something that basically arrived to stay.
That is why Infinity Gaming Media is creating the gaming mediaverse in Latin America.
Our vision as Infinity Gaming Media Group is to build the best gaming and esports ecosystem for the Spanish-speaking gamers. Mediaverse. Our key mission is to build this huge community that will participate, compete, consume and enjoy inside our own mediaverse.
When you look at gaming from the business perspective, it is huge. That is over 4 times what the music and movie industries are doing together in a single year. This really mandates marketers of today to consider gaming as a critical aspect of their marketing strategies when engaging with young audiences.
Esports in North America, it's already a little bit more mature, but here in Latin America, we have an open canvas and a tremendous opportunity both to grow a business in Mexico and the rest of Latin America, but also we have a tremendous opportunity to participate in the capital markets in Canada, where a lot of esports companies have gone public over the last 2 years, tremendously successful. And we do think we have some bright days ahead of us.
I think brands started to realize that this is a place that they need to be.
Most of the brands, consumer brands or endemic brands, are jumping in to find a way to connect with all these 250 million consumers that we have in Latin America that play video games.
When talking about Mediaverse, Infinity Gaming Media has built 4 verticals of gaming content. The first one, esports.
Infinity Esports arrancó desde el 2009, obviamente éramos videojugadores fanáticos de esto, cuando los esports apenas estaban iniciando en Asia, en Estados Unidos.
Nosotros como Infinity Esports traemos a la mesa la competencia, el conocimiento de una industria que es muy dinámica, la forma correcta de entender a las audiencias.
Hoy en día, Infinity es considerada la organización más importante de Latinoamérica.
Our second vertical is content.
Content is king. That phrase gets used a lot. For every type of content in the Mediaverse, you need great storytelling. Effects Films is one of the best options there is. To over 20 years of experience we've had in the entertainment industry, production, post-production, visual effects, and digital content.
Our third vertical is about experiences.
Gaming Partners is by far one of the most experienced organizations in gaming marketing projects for Latin America. We create the first and biggest gaming convention ever made in our region. On the other hand, we help companies like Xbox, EA or Nintendo with their landing actions when they arrive into our markets.
Uno de los atributos más importantes que tiene Infinity dentro de la escena latinoamericana es esto donde estamos ahora, el Gaming Center. Somos el único equipo, el único club que tiene un Gaming Center. Este está en San José de Costa Rica.
Our fourth vertical is influence.
Brands and advertisers are increasingly making use of social media imperative to confirm the efficacy of influencer marketing as a means of sales and brand promotion. Digital marketing and data sciences have evolved in terms of use and profitability. This has led to the emergence of a digital ecosystem that connects users 24/7 and that has shaped their new habits and behaviors.
Certainly our biggest strength is our people. Beyond our fantastic internal team, we are surrounded by advisors from all around the world that help us navigate our strategy moving forward. At IGM, we're building the gaming mediaverse for Latin America, the premier way in which brands, the biggest brands across the world, can connect with gaming audiences across the region. And there you go. That is to Infinity Gaming Media. So, just taking from the video we just watched, and I'm happy that through the video you were introduced to some of the big talents that join me in Infinity Gaming Media. And to provide a little bit of context, what is it that Infinity is about? Why Infinity? Well, as we all know, young audiences, they are not watching open TV or cable TV anymore. They're not listening to the radio because they have Spotify. They don't even download the newspaper to read it in their mobile devices. Young audiences are not consuming traditional media anymore, and that generates a big challenge for the usual advertisers, for the big brands in the world. So when they are asking to their market research individuals, hey, how do we connect with these people? Gaming becomes the premier way of connecting with these individuals. That's the right passion point, the right vehicle to be engaging with these young audiences. And that's really what we are about. We are the premier gaming media vehicle to be able to connect with these audiences. And that's really what our business model is about. We provide the vehicle, we provide the bridge, the platform for the messages for the big brands to be communicated to these young audiences. That's really what we are about. And this vehicle, we call it our gaming mediaverse, the Infinity Gaming Mediaverse. And we call it the Gaming Mediaverse because there's a number of different media in which gaming is consumed by these audiences, and we mimic that consumption by building gaming through all these different media to then deliver the messages out there. What are these different channels, or how have we organized these different channels of gaming communication, of gaming marketing? We've divided it into 4 different ones: esports, content, experiences, and influence. And to move to this next slide. Within esports, we own teams. We own 12 teams with over 80 professional players playing within gaming houses, surrounded by staff, coaches, nutritionists, psychologists, analysts. So these are professional teams competing in the largest, most popular tournaments across the world, being watched by millions of people across the world, and hence providing a platform of communication. Our teams compete in League of Legends, Dota 2, FIFA, Valorant, all of these different teams. How large are the audiences for these different tournaments? Well, in 2018, for the first time in history, the biggest sporting event in terms of audience was not the Super Bowl. It was the World's Finals for League of Legends. That's how big the audiences for these teams, for these esports are. Our teams currently are being supported and sponsored by big brands such as BMW, Subway, TikTok, Office Depot, and more. Not only do we have the biggest teams competing in the biggest tournaments, we're also pretty good at it. We have collected over the last few years 29 titles in total. But within our esports vertical, not only do we communicate with these audiences looking at the big tournaments, at our teams within the big tournaments, we also own leagues of our own. We own the Mexican Video Game League, Colombian, Ecuadorian, Peruvian, Chilean. And through these different leagues, we're able to attract these young audiences that want to actively participate within competitive gaming, within esports. Within these leagues, The subscribers, our audiences, can subscribe, participate, and compete against each other. So this is our esports component and the way that we are communicating out there. Our second vertical is content. As you saw from the video, content continues to be king. If you want to engage those audiences, you need to constantly be creating content that these guys want to consume. We have a number of business units, a number of businesses that are creating content, from the small TikTok vignettes and Instagram stories all the way to gaming documentaries for the main streaming platforms across. Third vertical is experiences. We create from virtual forums where 10, 15, 20,000 people are joining to watch our influencers, our content generators discuss what are the new big to gaming, all the way to the largest conventions within Latin America. When we're talking about experiences and talking a little bit more about our business model, not only do we create experiences to go directly to our audiences and monetize ourselves, we also create experiences and content for our sponsors, for our partners. To give you an example of that, the Halo Championship in Latin America, we are designing, operating, executing, streaming live, everything that has to do with this Halo Championship across Latin America. We are the operators for that, just like we are operating tournaments for BMW or Mazda, just like we are operating championships for Nintendo, the Latin American Pokemon Championships, we operate ourselves as well. So when you talk about content and experiences, we do create content and experiences to go to our partners themselves. And that's what we charge for. That's the gaming marketing that we provide. Our last vertical is influence. We have over 40 of the most important gaming Spanish-speaking influencers out there. If you put them all together, we have over 70 million people subscribing to watch the content that these guys are generating. This influence force allows us to massify the messages, the experiences, the content, our tournaments, our leagues, our influencers turn all this content into massively watched content. If you put these four verticals together, this creates the integral gaming marketing package that we offer to our partners as the platform of communication to over 100 million gamers in America. That is the power that we've created. So what's exciting about investing with Infinity Gaming Media? First, the 100 million gamer platform that we already own and are monetizing either directly or through our partners. Second, the demand. There is no brand currently that wants to talk to young audiences that is not thinking about gaming marketing as a crucial component. And this translates into organic growth of over 60% year on year for our business. We've been growing our revenue over 60%, and the limitation to this 60% is now our availability to build the resources to satisfy even more organic demand. The use of gaming, the entertainment through gaming continues to grow and will continue to grow in the future. And that will mean that the efforts that we create and our platform become more and more valuable over time. Thirdly, beyond the organic growth that we can provide with the services that we have already built, gaming has been historically linked to innovative new industries. And that is still the case today. Within NFTs, crypto, metaverses, education, big data, gaming is clearly linked. This opens up huge opportunities for us to continue to grow beyond that 60% organic growth, looking to exciting new ways to accelerate this growth and go beyond into some of these exciting new industries. Lastly, you've met a few of the people within the video, a few of the people that make up our business. We have a veteran team. You will be hard pressed to find a more veteran Latin American gaming team than the one we have put together. So let's move to the financials. Before going into the race itself, let's talk a little bit about our corporate structure. Infinity Gaming Media is a company established in Canada. Now, this is our holding company. Within the holding company, we have 5 companies that are operating within Latin America. And you can see those 5 companies to the left of your screen. Infinity Esports is the company that is managing professional teams within professional tournaments. Gaming Partners is the company that is creating and putting together most of the experiences and influencing power that we have. Garra Esports is a secondary esports team looking at scouting new talent to feed into our tier 1. Ignite Digital Media, the 4th company, is the company putting together the data science to be able to deliver the right content at the right time to the right audiences, and to make sure we're delivering the right ROIs to that we bring on board. Lastly, Effecture Films is mostly responsible for creating the content that we're putting out there together. Together, these 5 companies in 2020 delivered a little over 3 million Canadian. In 2022, delivered revenue of 4.9 million Canadian. That is over 60% growth year on year. And in 2022, we are expected to deliver 8.3 million Canadian. Again, over 60% growth year on year on our top line. At the end of Q1, we are running 15% above plan. So this 8.3 revenue expectation for 2022 sounds more than achievable. Behind this revenue, we are raising 7.1 million Canadian at 50 cents per share. We are also offering with each share half a warrant at 75 cents Canadian. We have a little over 37 million shares outstanding, and that gives us a pre-money valuation of 18.7 million Canadian. This is equivalent to 2.2 times 2022 revenue. If you look at our competitors, even in these difficult times, the average revenue multiple that is being used to value companies out there is 7 times and above. That goes to show and witness the big upside that we're expecting to deliver to our investors early on. What are we doing with this 7 million that we are raising? Roughly about 70% of these 7 million will be in the expansion of our core activities. All those services that we are providing right now in some of the countries within Latin America will be expanded to have full coverage, and with that, make sure that we take a first mover advantage across the market as more and more competitors try to join in the near future. The additional 30% of the funds will be devoted at exploring new inorganic avenues for growth, either through very valuable assets currently out there in Latin America, or through the exploration of some of these new industries that we mentioned, crypto, metaverse, NFT projects out there. Important to know, also in 2022, Infinity Gaming Media will become marginally profitable, which is a big selling line when thinking about gaming and the esports industry altogether. As I mentioned, we have 37 million shares outstanding. 86% of these total shares are held by either board management or advisors of the company. 3-year lockup period. So we are running a very tight ship, knowing that incentives and motivators for all the people involved are well aligned. As I mentioned, we are raising 7.1 million Canadian. That is an extra 14 million shares for a total share count post-raise of 51 million and a market cap valuation post-money of 25.7 million Canadian. Important to know as well, we have 13 million shares linked to programs linked to either revenue or profitability for the different companies within the group. I will finish with the team and our partners. I am Roberto Canos, and I've been in the gaming industry within Latin America for the last 15 years. I was a managing director for EA, for Electronic Arts in Latin America for a number of years. And then I moved on as CEO for Game Express Group, one of the largest gaming groups within Latin America. So I've been looking at distribution, retail, design, development, value-added services, extended warranties, repair within the gaming industry, looking at it from a number of different angles. Together with me, Jorge Lizarga, also from Mexico, good friend of mine. he's been in, if I'm a veteran in the industry, he's the veteran amongst veterans. And most people joining and working within gaming in Latin America will know Jorge. He's been in the space for the last 30 years, building companies, selling companies, transforming companies, all within gaming. He's currently the CEO at Gaming Partners, one of the companies that belong to the group. We also have Diego Foresi, Argentinian. Diego Foresi is a different type of creature. He's only been within gaming in Latin America for the last 3 years. However, he's been with Fortune 500 companies as CEO for the last 20 years. He's a corporate creature. Now, he joins us with the visibility of the big companies, and he has been the architect providing a bunch of kids that are successful and very capable at playing games and turning that into the premier esports organization in Latin America, supported by the likes of BMW, Subway, or TikTok. He's really a mastermind of creating value for shareholders. You also met from the video Christina Monroy. She's our managing director for Effector Films with over 20 years of experience producing and post-producing content. Anya Dugalby, with a number of different studies in data management, data science, putting together a marketing and digital marketing strategies going out there. Kevin Chen, based in Canada, is our CFO with over 25 years of experience managing companies in Canada. And then also on the capital market side, Jorge Ramiro and Jorge and Marco are the founders of Emerging Markets Capital, a merchant bank based in Hong Kong, and they're founders of Infinity Gaming Media. Jorge as well, Reina Silver, and Marco is the CEO of Casio Gold. Together, Jorge and Marco have taken a number of different companies public into TSXV over the last few years. Finally, to round up the team, Bradley Horowitz, he's a VP of product at Google. His role at Google over the last 15 years has been to identify what are the big opportunities into the future. And that's exactly what he does for us. He guides a lot of the inorganic growth building into the future. I want to close by sharing a little bit of the clients that we work with. All of these big global brands that you look at there, all these are brands that have purchased at any point in time services from us, gaming marketing services from us. As we have over the last 24 months built this group made up of these 5 companies within Latin America, we've built together a 360 solution for gaming marketing, which will enable us to offer all of these different global brands, not only 1 or 2 components of their whole gaming marketing strategy, but a full solution that encompasses everything that they need from gaming to connect with their younger audience. That is it from my side. I'm Roberto Canova, CEO of the company. Infinity Gaming Media provides an opportunity for joining gaming within Latin America, where hardly any competition is now available. Joining 260 million gamers and being able to connect and engage with them and deliver messages on a day-to-day basis through the exciting and adventurous world of gaming. If you would like to hear more about us, please visit infinitygamingmedia.com, or you can write to me as well at roberto@infinitygamingmedia.com. Thank you very much for your time and your attention, and I hope to hear from you soon.